So, hey man,
Hey.
do you like Cyborg?
No.
He's back.
Yeah. I thought we got rid of him.
Yeah, no such luck.
This is called... What is it called? This is a weird... It's such a long one.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
Yeah. So we're talking about that one.
Something Patrol. It'll be in the title. Episode 14.
14.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Get nerdy with me.
Okay, so... God. 14 episodes. I am so done with this.
There's only one more for this season.
God, it's like a marathon, and it's not even a good one.
It better be an amazing 15th episode. This one was better than
The last
some of the previous.
Some of the previous, yeah. I mean,
More Alan Tudyk.
a lot more Alan Tudyk. You can he's doing all this because a woman.
You actually get to see some of his backstory.
Yeah,
He got spurned.
because he got fired from the
He's not evil enough.
what was it
The Brotherhood
Brotherhood of Evil.
of Evil, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
It's like I was like, you were gonna have these people with this robot.
That was his big evil plan, was to build a robot
Yeah.
that was going to kill people.
So
And,
so she, that one reminded me of like you're not gonna do anything. You're gonna be a loser the rest of your life. And
You're just not evil enough. I'm finding someone who's more evil.
exactly. I was sitting there like, damn, harsh, yeah,
And that's what caused him to go to Paraguay
yeah.
to get more evil special powers and turn him into Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, so return of Mr. Flex
Mentalo?
I keep on saying Flex Wheeler, but Flex Mentallo. And
What movie is Flex Wheeler from?
well, Flex Wheeler's
Days of Thunder?
no, Flex Wheeler's a bodybuilder.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thinking Rusty Wheeler from Days of Thunder.
so apparently they go on the road. They just randomly go on a road.
No, Rita put a tracker on the beard hunter.
Oh, that's right, because he put grid back on.
Yeah,
and then he's like, okay, I found.
Yeah, he's right here in the middle of nowhere, Kansas.
And the beard hunter is now part of Danny the Street.
He lives on Danny the Street.
Danny the Street is.
He doesn't care.
Danny the
He
Street.
accepts everybody.
Well, no, Danny the Street is back,
Yes.
and he's flourishing. And
The citizens of Danny Street are doing well.
we could have saved. How many episodes if Danny the Street would have just said, "Hey, I know where he's at."
I was scared. That's why I didn't tell you. So you're not scared now?
Yeah. So this one's a lot of fourth wall breaking because you know that. So where Mr. Nobody has Chief is in the white space.
Yeah, that's where you kind of find that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the white space in between the space of comic books.
Where it's the space where there's no content.
There's no
basically how
content.
They find it.
So, and that's why in all the Mr. Nobodies it was in complete white.
Right.
So, but apparently Flex
Flex Mendello.
I'm just gonna say Flex. Apparently Flex has a flex for that.
Yeah, he can open a gate into the
white space.
white space by flexing the right muscle.
But apparently he flexed the wrong muscle.
Instead of the centrus muscle, I flexed the corduroid. Yeah.
And
The muscle he flexed had
an orgasmic effect on everybody at the end of the street.
Effect, but yeah, even the street.
I like Robot Man's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to be left out.
Yeah. But
Jane was mad.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, that was.
It took me a second to figure that one out. I was like, why is everybody? Oh, okay.
And he's like, and then Flex is all like, all right, you need to concentrate. How about you concentrate? So yeah, this is so okay. The only thing, I guess, there's a big plot hole for me at least. Yeah.
No.
The last time we saw Beard Hunter, he got attacked from going into the basement of
MC Escher's basement.
Yeah.
He was walking down some weird steps.
And then he got attacked by the owlbear thing. But there's a
fake chief was there.
Yeah, fake chief was there with, and so yeah, I'm utterly confused on how he got to Danny the Street. Because the last time we saw him, he was just straight up.
That's true. Yeah, they didn't explain how he got to Danny.
Yeah. So
I don't know, unless Danny set a trap for him. But why would he do that?
yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's why I said little plot hole on.
Or maybe Mr. Nobody kicked him out of the negative space or the white
Wait, he
space.
wasn't even in a negative space. He was.
It was white though, wasn't it?
No, it was black.
Background. Was it black?
Yeah, it was black. It was down there. It was black, and then he was in like a little hallway, and then it ended. And there was a wheelchair of a guy says, "Oh, we like new people," but it wasn't actually him. It was like a
paper mache.
It was like a mask of him with his beard on there.
Yeah, I don't know how he got. I don't know. He's there though.
Hence, plot hole.
Well, just because they didn't explain it doesn't make it a plot hole. It's just
It's plot hole because
it's
it's a
just
hole in a
undefined.
plot.
Why did he get there? Who knows? He's there though.
Yeah. All right. So they
He's
find
arrested.
him, and the whole reason that they find him is because they want to know where Chief is. And pretty much Danny the Street says, "I know where he's at." And apparently Flex knows Danny the Street.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah. Hey, how's Dolores? Yeah, touchy subject. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, she's dead, Danny.
Yeah, way to go, Danny.
You inconsiderate street.
God. So yeah, but yeah, so this is a culmination of, but like I said, a lot of fourth wall breaking from Mr. Nobody, because I guess Mr.
That's
Nobody
his thing.
that's his thing. So apparently they're in a comic book. So this is kind of what I'm getting at, is that they're actually in a comic book. This comic book, you know, that's why Flex
Was not appearing in the ad because he was.
he's outside of the comic book. So the thing is, the only reason he got outside of the ad is Mr. Nobody took him outside of the ad because Mr. Nobody has a Flex to get him into the white space. So yeah, so this has been a trap this entire time, and
Mind F.
yeah, and they fell for it.
Mind break.
Hook, line, and sinker. They fell for it. So he goes and flexes them into the white space, and of course,
He didn't follow him in though.
no.
So I guess
So-
he can only open it for others.
Yeah,
can't
he
do it
can.
himself?
I guess only open the portal because he has to flex a really weird flex, and if he stops flexing, then
Yeah, I
the portal
guess.
closes. So yeah, that was it. Interesting. So they're in the white space, and Mr. Nobody's like, "Gotcha."
Hey guys, about time.
Gotcha, bitch.
It only took you 14 episodes to find me.
Exactly, yeah. And yeah, so they're in it and they're going, and so what he's pretty much saying is like, so what happened is that Mr. Nobody put them in before they got their accidents or something like that. Before anything happens to them, how they got their powers.
Yeah, he was trying to screw with their head.
Yeah, says, look, you can
live this.
You can live this. No hard feelings.
As
Go
if
in there
nothing happened to
as a
you.
memory, and so what happens? Everybody's all like, "Oh, so Rita is not going to be a bad person," and or like what's to say? And he came out at the young old age of 95. So pretty much he's saying, "Look, you can go back to the way it was," or. And of course, I love what Brendan Fraser does. The first thing Brendan Fraser does when
Bangs her again.
bangs her again. Oh, right back up where I started.
Still a piece of garbage.
Exactly. So, yeah, I wouldn't fault him. I would probably do the same thing.
That would have been kind of hard. You don't put cake in front of a fat guy
And be like, don't eat
expect him
it.
to eat it.
Don't.
So.
No.
No.
Just a little lick.
So yeah, he offered them their old lives back, basically.
Yeah, and of course they didn't take it.
Well, they thought about it.
They thought about it, but Rita, I guess she's trying. So what happens? So I guess
She figured it out.
she figured it out that Mr. Nobody's is narrating this comic book that they're supposedly in now. So if she starts narrating, she can kind of control. So pretty much anybody can be a narrator in the white space.
I guess if you realize it, yeah.
Yeah.
You make it happen by narrating.
Yeah.
Because that's
And-
how she brought them all together and found him.
And so, which makes actually a little bit more sense about Doom Patrol because it is like a comic book because there's a lot of filler, and
Yeah.
usually comic books are a lot of filler. Every episode it's like, oh, this is happening with this one, and this is happening with that one. But I guess they're trying to make like comic book the series. So they're trying to, it's 15 episodes, and then you have a story arc, and at the big reveal right before the next one comes out, you have this big cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
So with this
Not
one,
the Sylvester Stallone movie.
Still
Actual
excellent movie. So yeah, this one was, so the big cliffhanger was, so Mr. Nobody, well, let's figure this out. So Mr. Nobody says, "Ha, gotcha," right? And
Rita
then
says, "No, you don't."
"No, you don't." And so he's all like, "You can't do anything." He goes, and I love the part where he's all like, where he looks at like Alan Tudyk and not Mr. Nobody. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can kick your ass. You look like a dweeb, right?" Or something like that.
Boom, yeah. And then
Yeah.
back to...
And he's like, "Really? All this like because over a girl?" And then everyone's like, "Well, now I feel bad. I don't want to fight you because, you know, you're kind of," and everybody's like, he's like, "Shut up." And then what happened was Cyborg comes at the end and shoots him.
Or does he?
Or does he?
Yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, really? That's just how easy it was?
Yeah, that's how
Cyborg just
easy
showed up in the white... And how did he get there?
Exactly. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. He was at the hospital. How did he get over to Danny the Street? Plus, is Flex still over there flexing the same flex? And then I'm sitting here like, okay, something's got to be going on. And then they said, like, about a year later, they're wearing the Doom Patrol red. Mm-hmm. Everybody's wearing Doom Patrol red. And they're fighting this robot. If you saw it in the backstory, that was his plan. That was his plan. That was the robot. Plan. And the first 2 minutes of them fighting the robot, they get killed.
Every time.
And
it keeps resetting.
It's like Groundhog Day. They keeps on resetting. So it's pretty much Mr. Nobody messing with Chief because watching it in the bus. But Chief gradually gets...
They get stomped and burned and...
Yeah, and everything else.
Yeah.
So Mr. Nobody, so all of a sudden they're going back there and he's like, "Wait, stop." And then he stops and then another cyborg comes in. And he's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then they found out Mr. Cyborg who killed Mr. Nobody, or Mr. Cyborg that killed Mr. Nobody was actually Mr. Nobody.
And Mr. Cyborg would be a good name for him.
Right.
Well, Mr. Cyborg, not Cyborg.
Yeah. So they said, "Ha ha ha! It was me the entire time." And now he brings Cyborg back into the white space, and he's like, "You don't understand. You can't kill me. You can't do it. It's impossible." So and he says, "Look, I can keep this up all day long until Chief says the truth will set you free."
Yeah.
So that's pretty much this entire thing. The truth will set you free.
And oh my God!
And that was a big truth. And I knew what he was going to say about 30 seconds before he was going to say it because I saw the I saw them all together. It says, "Why don't you tell them what you did?"
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, oh, and then it clicked. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I told you, Chief's not the good guy you think he is.
No, yeah. I mean.
Yeah, these guys all had accidents.
Yeah, accidents or stuff injected in them.
Yeah, they weren't really accidents. Chief orchestrated them.
Yeah, so Chief...
turning into what they are.
Chief pretty much confessed to them that he is the reason why who they are, or is because who they are. So yeah, that was the big cliffhanger. So that one... I mean, to be honest, you didn't need 14 episodes to get there, but I understand. I kind of figure I'm understanding why they're doing it. I think it says it's like comic book.
You now know all the characters, their motivations, why they're doing it.
And then you also have special appearances by different people, which is very good, very comic book related. You know, it's like introduce
Superman and Wonder Woman, people who could actually probably beat Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, and that was, I think, like I said, you know, you have now introducing the first appearance of Flex or first appearance of Beard Hunter, so the new villain. So, like I said, it's a very comic booky series, and which is correct because this is DC Universe, this is DC writers making this season. So I understand it, but man, it's been a long, drawn out season, and next episode
is the last one for the season.
Is the last one for the season. I don't know if I want to redo this season again.
You know what I'm hoping for in this 15th episode. I hope they bring all the people they met along the way, team up to beat him, and I want Animal, Mineral, Vegetable Man to be the one who beats Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, right.
And become a huge celebrated superhero.
Have a two-headed cape. Be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I want that guy to get his own series. I would watch that.
I'm curious. I wonder if he has his own comic book.
I don't think he's ever. Maybe I'd have to look that one up. I don't think so. He's always been a character in them, but
yeah, he's pretty awesome.
He's got to be. Him and Beard Hunter had to be my favorite characters.
They'd be like an odd couple. They room up in a small apartment in like San Diego or something like that.
Just arguing with himself the whole time.
Right. So yeah. So that was this one. This one was pretty. They say big cliffhanger. So next episode's gonna be last episode, and man, they have to. Well, the thing is, I don't know if they're going to be fighting Mr. Nobody because they might be fighting Chief. Because Chief is literally, especially like with Robot Man, he killed 2 of his family, he killed the daughter's life. Sorry, he killed his wife, but they didn't care about his wife.
And he's been depressed for 30 years now.
Something about that, something in the 80s or 90s.
I think they're going to come to terms with it. They're going to accept Chief, and then they're going to turn on Mr. Nobody and beat him classic comic book style. Or maybe not. Or or like it's like what is it? Jason at the end of every Jason or Freddy or something like that. A hand comes up. It's like wait till next season. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see another season with Mr. Nobody. I would like to see another villain, or maybe bring in the Brotherhood of Evil. Yeah,
maybe that's what they were. That's what they were saying.
They alluded to Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, well, to a very smart gorilla that speaks French.
A very intelligent gorilla who speaks French. Who else could that be in the DC universe?
I don't know.
Well, there's a whole race of them, but he's the one who took over Brotherhood of Evil. Him and Lex. See, Lex Luthor would be a good one.
Yeah, he's like an ultimate villain, man. He's like a.
Let's see some more quirky Doom Patrol villains. They have some. You've seen some of the Rogues Gallery already, and it just gets weirder.
Yeah, right. So I think that's all we have to talk about. What do you guys think down below? A comment, because this one was
indifferent.
Indifferent to this. If it doesn't like have this spectacular ending, a lot better than Game of Thrones ending.
I didn't mind Game of Thrones ending.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was kind of like The Sopranos ending.
It just ended. It was very meh. But other than that, we're not talking about Game of Thrones. We're talking about Doom Patrol. And like I said, hopefully this is actually going to be a good ending. These are comic book writers, so I don't know if they can actually do endings.
I would just watch a whole hour of Alan Tudyk monologuing.
Well, that's pretty much what he did the entire season.
Yeah, because that's more entertaining than a lot of the action we've seen so far.
What action?
Bits and pieces. Well, you saw Francis the alligator jump up out of the water. There's been like
action
5 minutes of
action of somebody else doing something.
Yeah.
And what did they do this one? He shoved Beer Hunter. Hey, tell me.
You saw Beard Hunter almost relapse and eat that guy's beard again.
Right, and he gave him the guy a cigarette. He had James stuff 2 bananas up his butt.
Yeah, Doom, and you saw the butts in the ant farm.
Yeah, like I said, it's always somebody else. Look, Flex Montalvo did his thing. I'm still waiting for them to do something.
The best character, Admiral Whiskers, should be the one to beat Mr. Nobody.
That'd be awesome. But Admiral Whiskers is the one that gave him, or Mr. Nobody is the one that gave Admiral Whiskers his ability. So
doesn't mean he can't turn on him.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that'd be awesome. God, I hope the season finale is going to be a lot better. This is 15. I think
go out with a bang.
God, I hope so.
Because I don't know if it renewed for season 2 yet.
Well, for 15 episodes, it was a long drawn out season. I think they could have done this in 11.
10. I like 10 episodes per season. That way you get rid of all the fluff.
Yeah. All right, well, while you're down there, comment below and seeing how awesome we are. Give us one of those light ones. And while you're down there hitting that subscribe button, hit that bell icon.
Let me get this.
Oh, Lord. It's so loud. Yeah. And I think that's it from us. Check us out next week. I think we're going to...
The season finale?
I don't know. When is it coming out? Is it coming out tonight?
I think it's Thursday or Friday night.
Thursday, okay.
The new Doom Patrol.
Well, we'll do it next week. We'll see you guys next week. My name is Patrick with Talk Nerdy to Me.
I am Troy, also with Talk Nerdy to Me.
See you nerds next week.
Later, nerds.
Bye.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? in an RPG.